Good afternoon. Sorry, I startled some of you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for joining us today at our 5th grade celebration. Before I begin, I'd like to ask that if you have a cell phone, you silence it. We have some students that will be speaking today, and they're a little softly spoken when they get up on stage. I told them they have to be brave. Also, I'd like to thank our teachers, Mrs. Mulligan, Mrs. Moore, Mrs. Lambert, Mrs. LeBombard, Mr. Godet, Mr. Thompson, and Miss Judy for all that they did to put this together for today, as well as our parent support group for the refreshments and the t-shirts. Before we begin, I just want to take a moment to talk to my 5th grade students. Please remember that you learned a lot of lessons throughout your time in elementary school, from the teachers, from your parents, from counselors, from the DARE officer, and this is your time to take those lessons and use them. Time to put them into practice, guys. Some of the things I want you to remember when you're in the middle school: be cooperative and be a team player. It doesn't always have to be your way. You can give your opinions and give your input, but you have to work together. Be a good friend and surround yourself with those who are good friends for you. Be kind and considerate. Put a smile on your face. Make yourself approachable. You know, in the morning when you walk in sometimes, I get right in your face like, good morning. Do that. That makes people want to be with you, okay? Don't come in all grumpy in that middle school. Communicate, have a voice. We've practiced this since you were little with some of you. If you're upset about something, if you need something, you need to talk about it. You need to speak, use your voice. You have one. Technology, put it away. Get yourself involved. There's clubs, there's sports. Make yourself known. Be responsible and be a hard worker. Those are all the things that teachers, parents, other adults, other friends have worked hard with you throughout these years. Now it's your turn to work hard and put them into practice. Our wishes for you is to do your best and good luck with your future. We wish for you a bright future. You all have it in you. And with that, I'd like to ask Mrs. Lambert's, or excuse me, yes, Mrs. Lambert's class to stand. Please lead them.
Alex Mashtar is our first speaker today.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is going on the field trip in 3rd grade. We went and to Biodome, to the Biodome, where we saw a lot of animals like monkeys. What I miss is the teachers. They have done so much for us. They have taught us amazing things. I am excited for middle school because I will meet new classmates. Some of them I know. My words of wisdom for the future 5th grade will be you
awarded a certificate for achievement in physical education, because I hear he's missed a push-up, and the Laffy Taffy Award for always being ready with a laugh and a smile. Everett Bartow.
All right, so Everett's favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is when his class went to. I liked seeing all the animals, especially that. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is all of mine. They were nice to me, and I loved when we baked cookies and treats. I'm excited for middle school because I will be able to swim in the big pool and meet new friends and teachers. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be, start packing your bags. All joking aside, be a good student and do things that make you happy. So, Everett is awarded the Achievement in Science and the Whopper Award because he told a story, or when you told a story, they were Whoppers.
Kara Collar.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when we had dare and we played the game Jeopardy. What I'll miss about Rouses Point Elementary is all the amazing teachers. I am excited for middle school because I get to learn more about social studies and science. My words of wisdom for the future 5th graders would be enjoy your last year in Rouses Point Elementary while you can.
Kira is awarded a certificate for achievement in physical education, and she gets the Peanut M&M's Award for the one who's small, sweet, and a little bit nutty. Grace Crowningshield.
My favorite memory of Rouses Point is having so many in every grade. I could never choose just one. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point is the teachers and staff. They are great people that I will definitely miss and never forget. What I am most excited about in middle school is the new opportunities, new classes, new people, and new memories. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be enjoy it, because before you know it, you're 11 or 12 and no longer a little kid. You're leaving your teachers and staff, leaving and starting a new chapter that hopefully will be great.
Grace is awarded a certificate for excellence in reading, and she gets the Kit Kat Award for having such an amazing catitude and being a cat's meow. Dominic Davies Garrow.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is every time when I would get upset, Miss Lambert and Miss Mulligan and other teachers would be there for me and help me out. One thing I will miss about Rouses Point Elementary School is on Tuesday I would go down to breakfast and get a ham and cheese sandwich. It was the best. I am excited for middle school because we get to learn some new things and we get to go to different classes and also do hard work. One word for fifth graders is try hard and don't let someone ruin your day.
Dominic is awarded a certificate for being an outstanding helper. He likes to clean the cafeteria after lunch. And he gets the Sweet Tart Award for being a little sweet, a little sour, but good to have around. Ethan Ducharme.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is the kindergarten graduation. What I miss about Rouses Point the most is my teachers. I'm excited for middle school because I will meet more classmates. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be enjoy fifth grade.
And Ethan is getting a certificate for outstanding effort and the Three Musketeers Award for he's the one who's always a team player. Keegan Enlow.
My favorite thing about Rouses Point is that teachers care a lot about you. They helped me out through the year because I had a rough year. Miss Morgan helped me out when I felt down or when something happened at home. Miss St. Lambert helped me out in math a lot so I would understand what was going on. I get distracted and they remind me to pay attention. The thing I would miss the most about fifth grade is Miss Morgan's love. Miss Morgan is funny when she tells jokes. I'm excited for middle school because I'm not going to have one teacher, I'm going to have many teachers. My words of wisdom to the future fifth grade students is do not play in your desk and to pay attention.
Keegan is awarded a certificate for a positive participation in music and the Mr. Goodbar Award for being a good friend to others. Savannah Etier.
My favorite memory of Rouses Point Elementary is when I came in with blue hair and everyone called me Smurf or Smurfette. The thing I'll miss the most about Rouses Point is seeing all my old teachers. I'm excited for middle school because I won't be cooped up in one classroom all day. I'll be able to switch classes. For future fifth graders, watch out for Mrs. Lambert and Mrs. Mulligan. They're too cool.
Savannah is receiving an award for excellence in art and the Skittles Award for the rainbow of colors she brought to our class. Aubrey Fassett.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when we did the Disney field day. My mom volunteered and it was a lot of fun. What I will miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is all the very nice teachers and not a lot of homework. I am excited for middle school because I can have a locker code for my locker and you can come and you can walk to class by yourself. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be to never give up on your work or something you do not understand or something new.
Aubrey is receiving an award for achievement in math and the 100 Grand Award for all the extra hard work you did this year. It really paid off. Riley Hall.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is when I got my hair cut and everybody looked at me really funny. The one thing I will miss about Rouses Point Elementary is the little kids always saying hi to me. I'm excited to go to middle school because I can get a lot more homework and I can go to clubs where I can learn French. My word of wisdom for the future 5th graders is if things seem hard, keep trying and good luck.
Riley is receiving a certificate for being an avid reader and the Hershey Bar Award for being a sweet friend and always willing to share. Bryn Height.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I was in 4th grade and Ben called Mrs. Misek old school. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is recesses with my best friend and all the amazing teachers here. I'm excited for middle school because we get to switch classes all throughout the day. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be to enjoy the time while you have it because trust me, it flies by.
Bryn is awarded a certificate for excellence in math and the Almond Joy Award for the one who was always a joy to be around. Vanessa Hood.
One of my favorite memories was in kindergarten. Everyone played with dolls and cars. Now everyone is on phones and playing games and on social media, sometimes texting friends when they are only 3 feet away from each other. I will miss all my friends and teachers because they have helped me all the way through these short 6 years. I will miss my younger friends that helped me through everything. I am excited for middle school because many of my friends are in the older grades. I will also see my mother quicker if anything happens. If I could tell the future 5th graders one piece of advice, I would tell them try to have fun while they can and don't let anyone get in your way of being you.
And Vanessa is being awarded a certificate for achievement in reading and the Milky Way Award for an out-of-this-world work ethic. Lydia Hoy.
My favorite memory was when Miss Blondo took us to the biodome in 3rd grade. I saw so many cool animals that I wouldn't normally see. What I will miss the most is the teachers. I never chose my favorite one because all of them are my favorites. Even though some of them retired, I will still never forget any of them. I am excited for middle school because I will get to make new friends. My sister says it's really fun. My words of wisdom to future 5th graders is that it can get hard sometimes. It makes you feel like you have to be the smartest kid in class. Newsflash, you don't. 5th grade is all about having fun and getting ready to go to middle school. So loosen up and stop worrying. Good luck.
And Lydia is receiving an award for achievement in science and the Conversation Hearts Award for never being at a loss for words. Michaela LaBombard.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is when I participate in course. I love music and learning to sing new songs. What I will miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is all my teachers. They have made learning fun. I am excited for middle school because I will be able to see some of my friends that I already moved on back. I look forward to meeting my new teachers. My words of wisdom as future fifth graders would be to do your best work, be respectful, and be responsible.
Michaela is awarded the certificate for achievement in spelling and the Sweetheart Award for the one who was always sweet to their friends.
Eric Lopman.
Okay. Eric's favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when when we walked as a class to Stewart's and got ice cream. He enjoyed the walk by the lake and ordering his favorite ice cream, which is mint Oreo crumble. It was delicious. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary are my friends and that I am leaving behind in my classroom. He's excited for middle school because he wants to be able to change classrooms throughout the day and see different teachers. His words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be to be aware of the classroom rules and try your best to be a good classmate. And Eric is awarded the Certificate of Excellence in Art and the Milky Way Award because his artistic skills were out of this world.
Cyrus Maxim.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I first got here. Because when I just started class, I made some friends that were cool. They were from Mrs. Ashland's class. What I will miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is all my friends and teachers. Because my friends kept me happy and my teachers taught me things that I did not know. If it wasn't for these things that they taught me, I'd be a goner. I'm excited for middle school because I will get to meet new people. Hopefully, become friends with them and hopefully make them laugh. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be just be yourself. It doesn't matter who thinks what of you. What matters is you're making new friends and new good memories. So don't be afraid to be yourself. It's better to see the real you than the fake you.
And Cyrus is awarded the Certificate for Excellence in Reading and the Dove Award for being a gentle friend to all. Emily McGillen.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when Mrs. Gay would roast her students, but I roasted her once and the whole class was like, ooh! What I'll miss the most is the staff, especially Mrs. LaBombard and Mrs. Gay, which I'll call a comedic duo because they're funny when they're in the same place. I'm excited for middle school because no one will know me, so I can just blend in with the crowd and finish school without having to worry about other people. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be, future fifth graders, tread carefully, as fifth grade is not a vacation, it's an exploration.
And Emily is awarded her Certificate for Excellence in Writing and the M&M Award for being a marvelous and magnificent student. Ethan Poisson.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when we went to Miner's Farm and I stuck my hand inside the cow. What I'll miss most about this school is all the fun stuff we did. I'm excited for middle school because I get to play foosball with my friends after lunch. My word of wisdom to the future 5th graders is to have some fun and follow the rules and be a role model to the littler kids.
Ethan is awarded a certificate for excellence in art and the Twix Award for being the Twixter of our classroom. Eden Turner.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory was my first day of kindergarten. I loved making new friends and meeting other kids for the first time. I remember telling my mom that it hadn't felt like 6.5 hours of school, it had felt like 3. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is the great teachers and also the other great students in the lower grades that won't be in the same school as me again. I'm excited for middle school because I'll be switching classes and be meeting other kids for the first time. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders is to be prepared for a year full of work, responsibility, and lots of fun. Also, don't forget your homework.
Eden is awarded a certificate for excellence in math and the Nestle's Crunch Award for always being able to come through in a crunch. And last but not least, Caitlin Underwood.
My favorite Rouses Point memory is in 3rd grade. We came up from gym and Mrs. Billington had planned a surprise party for my class. There were cookies, brownies, and other treats. What I miss most about Rouses Point Elementary School is how we have one class and you really get to know each other. I'm excited for middle school because of the clubs. I would really like to start a club about protecting the environment. Also as a new experience. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be it's a great experience. You are the oldest in the school and enjoy it. You're also the leader for younger kids. Enjoy it while it lasts because trust me, it will go fast.
Caitlin is receiving an award for excellence in reading and the Baby Ruth Award for your athletic ability now and in the future.
Mrs. Moore's class, please stand.
Ben Bresnahan.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is hard to say because I have many good ones that I could tell, at least 10 from every school year. But one memory that I will never forget is when I called my 4th grade teacher old school for liking Big Bang Theory. But little did I know that through the school year the word fit her even more. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is that I won't see most of my teachers anymore. I am excited for middle school because in 6th grade we get to go to Camp Overlook for a field trip and meet new people. My advice for future 5th graders would be to never give your teacher a hard time and always pay attention when they're talking.
Ben's awards are for excellence in math and the Baby Ruth Award for being a team leader and setting a good example for others. Alyssa Bronson.
My favorite Rouses Point memory is when my best friend Kirsten and I started writing a book called The Man in the Black. It is now 80 pages long and we are still writing it. I'm excited for middle school because I get to be in many different classes and I get to meet many new people. What I will miss the most about Rouses Point is the art room, and I will especially miss Mr. Gallagher. Mr. Gallagher is one of the most kind-hearted people I've ever met, and I have many memories in the art room. My words of wisdom for the future 5th graders are to never give up, even when there is a hard math problem or a confusing science test. You should always try your best.
Alyssa's awards are for excellence in social studies and the Mounds Award for the mounds and mounds of writing that she did this year. Case Carpenter.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is my field trip in 1st grade. On the bus ride there, I got to sit with my friends Evan James, Ben Bresnahan, and Evan Godlewski. We laughed, told jokes, and had a good time. What I'll miss about Rouses Point Elementary is the teachers, because they're all great teachers and they're all special in their own way. I'm excited for middle school because I will have study hall so I can get some of my homework done. Then I'll have more time to do other stuff. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders are, this is your last year of elementary school, so spend it wisely.
Case's awards are for excellence in math, and the Peanut M&M's award for being multi-talented, mischievous, and a little bit nutty. Jared DeBerardinis.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is recess because it's really fun. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is my friends. I'm excited for middle school because I'll be making new friends. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be study a lot.
Jared's awards are for excellence in social studies and the Nestle Crunch Award for his ability to crunch numbers in his head rather than Sophia Diso.
My favorite memory about Rouses Point Elementary is my first day at kindergarten, because I got to meet a lot of new kids. What I will miss about Rouses Point Elementary is all the teachers, because they taught me a lot. And I'm excited for middle school because they have vending machines. My words of wisdom for the future 5th graders would be to stay away from the drama because 5th grade goes by fast.
Sophia's awards are for achievement in writing and the Dove Award for always having a calm, peaceful attitude. Valerie Garrett.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I got to meet my friends that I have here. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is recess. In 6th grade, I will not have recess anymore, sadly. I'm excited for middle school because I'll get to meet even more people. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be, 5th grade goes by fast. You might have some hard times, but always keep your head up.
Valerie's awards are for achievement in reading and the Hershey Bar Award for always being sweet, kind, and caring. Emma Gay.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is spending recess on the swing with Bryn. What I will miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is having lunch one time a year with Miss Billington. I am excited for middle school because we get to move around to different classes for each subject. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be try your best and don't give up.
Emma's awards are for excellence in reading and the Payday Award for paying attention and doing outstanding work every day.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when me and Sophia were outside and I saw a dog and it didn't have a leash, so I went to go get it and I tripped and fell straight on my face while Sophia was sitting there laughing. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is Miss McCarthy. She is so nice and makes sure we have fun while working. I'm excited for middle school because I want to make more friends. The last thing I'm going to say is my words of wisdom to the future fifth graders would be, stay away from the drama.
Lucy's awards are for achievement in writing and the extra award for putting extra effort into her work every day. Evan James.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary School memory is when Mr. Norton and Mr. Guerin fought over me in the hall. Mr. Norton had one hand and Mr. Guerin had the other. They were doing tug of war on me. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary School is all my old teachers and friends. But I am excited because I will be with my older sister and I never experienced going to a different school. My wisdom for future fifth graders is fifth grade goes by quick, so make the most of it.
Evan's awards are for achievement in math and the Mr. Goodbar Award for being a good friend to everyone. Shay Juno.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is the mixer. My favorite thing to do at the mixer was to swim. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is my teachers. My teachers helped me get smarter. I am excited for middle school because they have vending machines and foosball tables. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be keep trying. It may seem hard at first, but it gets better.
Awards are for excellence in math and the Three Musketeers Award for always being a team player. Luke Labarge.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is having fun with my friends. What I'll miss most is the teachers because they're really nice. I'm excited for middle school because I'll get to move around. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders is have fun and stay curious.
Luke's awards are for achievement in social studies and the Ring Pop Award for always popping up with interesting questions and ideas. Skylar Labarge.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I met my friends again. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is everything about the school. I'm excited for middle school because there's a lot of kids. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be try your best and don't give up. You might meet me next year.
Skylar's awards are for excellence in math and the Smarties Award for trying his best to outsmart the teacher. Corey Leduc.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when we were late for something.
in third grade and everyone was laughing. What I'll miss about Rouses Point Elementary is the teachers I had. I am excited for middle school because it will be new to me. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be have a fun time in fifth grade.
Corey's awards are for achievement in math and the Laffy Taffy Award because he loves to tell a good joke. Lily Natashak.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when our school had its first pep rally. There were competitions and games, but my favorite part was when Mr. Norton got pied in the face. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is my caring, loving teachers that have helped me develop friendship and learning skills. I am excited for middle school because I get to meet new people and enjoy a new environment of schooling. My words of wisdom to future fifth graders would be to treasure their memories of their elementary years because sooner or later they will be in middle school.
Lily's awards are for excellence in writing and the Starburst Award for always working hard at being a star student. Eden Para.
My favorite Rouses Point memory is when I first met Mrs. McCarthy. She is one of the kindest people I know. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is the teachers. They're always kind and helpful. I'm excited for middle school because I will get to meet new people and hopefully get new friends. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders is to stand up for what's right.
Eden's awards are for excellence in social studies and the Twizzlers Award for her amazing card tricks that twizzled our brains. Krista Siebert.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I met all my friends in kindergarten. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is Miss McCarthy and Miss Moore and all of my teachers in the past. And yes, including Mr. Norton. I am excited for middle school because I can make some new friends and meet my new teachers. My words of wisdom for the future fifth graders is you'll have fun, but just beware the teachers can be tricky. Farewell, fifth grade.
Krista's awards are for achievement in writing and the Milky Way Award for drawing skills that are out of this world. Kirsten Stahl.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when Alyssa and I started an 80-page book called The Man in the Black. We are not finished with the book, of course, but it will truly be the greatest book ever. What I'll miss the most about Rouses Point Elementary is Lucky Tray Day. Lucky Tray Day is at lunch. When people order their lunches, they are given a tray, and only a few people get a sticker at the bottom of the tray that gives you a free snack. I am excited for middle school because I get to meet a lot of new people and I get to get snacks from the vending machines. My words of wisdom for future fifth graders would be have fun and do your best.
Kirsten's awards are for excellence in reading and the M&M's Award for being motivated and meritorious in all subjects. Riley Tolbert.
My favorite Rouses Point Elementary memory is when I met my best friend Valerie. When it was the first day of school, we played with each other and talked for the rest of the day. What I will miss most is seeing my old teachers and seeing all the younger kids. I'm excited for 6th grade because I get to see all my friends that are in middle school. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders is make the best of it before you have to say goodbye.
Riley's awards are for achievement in math and the Conversation Hearts Award for really knowing how to keep the conversation going. Dakota Welch.
My favorite Rouses Point elementary memory is Mrs. Moore and Mrs. Lambert because they are nice and help me achieve my goals. What I'll miss most about Rouses Point Elementary is going to be recess because I hang out with my friends and have a fun time with them. I'm excited for middle school because I will get to meet new teachers and make new memories. My words of wisdom for future 5th graders would be to try hard and don't be perfect, be yourself.
Dakota's awards are for achievement in writing and the 100 Grand Award for doing all of her work at 100 miles per hour.
Thank you. We have one more award to discuss, and that is for Mrs. Moore, who is finally moving on as well from 5th grade. Can we give Mrs. Moore a round of applause? We will miss her greatly here. Following the ceremony, there are refreshments in the back provided by our parent support group, as well as t-shirts for our students. The teachers will be back there. The students know that they are to go get that stuff, take time to get pictures, and then they will go to their rooms, and we have sign-out sheets for parents right here that you can sign them out. If you are signing out siblings, we ask that you go to the office so Miss Judy can call the classroom for those students. With that, another round of applause for our 5th graders. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you and have a good afternoon.